Dear friends, let's see some more selected case studies in the third part of the presentation. So welcome to the third part. This chart has been included to sorry, just let me pull out the correct chart. This chart has been included to show you the impact of planets on the psyche of the person, how the mental state of the person is impacted. This is a chart of a male born in 1980. The native suffers from hypersensitivity and anxiety disorders, panic attacks, severe depressive feelings, and suffers from stuttering also. When these depressive and anxiety levels are high, he stutters. He has felt suicidal many times with lot of frustrations, no relationships, that he has tried to commit suicide as well. And one of his main complaint was that he cannot handle the rejections in relationships. So let's see his chart. What are the main combinations which rule emotional health, anxiety, why depression is there, why stuttering is there, why he felt suicidal? So we see this chart is a Libra rising chart with just one planet, Sun, in the 6th house. Rest all planets are placed in good houses, better houses. But let's see the strength of planets. The most malefic planet for Librans is planet Mercury. It is placed in the 5th house. Now 5th house rules emotional health, intellect, state of mind, and stability in thoughts. Now the planet ruling losses is exactly afflicting the 5th house. So all maladies which are related to mental health of the person he suffered from all those. Sensitivity, he is very sensitive, hypersensitive to things, he reacts very fast, impulsiveness is there, and anxiety, like if such a person calls you, he will keep on talking, listen less, call you again and again, will not be clear. And 5th house rules emotional relationships also. So that also suffers from losses. In case of marriage also, when 5th and 12th houses or their lords are in close affliction, or placement is there of 5th lord in 12th or 12th lord in 5th, which is close to MEP, and the planet is weak on other accounts. So that is a sure combination for severe marital discord or problem in relationships. One is not satisfied and one has to move away from very close relationships, which hurt the emotional well-being of that person. Now depression. Coming to depression, this person suffered from severe depression. Look at the degree of his Saturn. Saturn is in utter old age, 29 degrees in Leo. And Jupiter, the lord of initiatives, though placed in the house of friends, income, but it is closely afflicted by Rahu. And the house which contains these 4 planets, the 11th house, the sign Leo, is exactly afflicted by Mercury by 7th aspect. And lord of 11th house is placed in the 6th house. So 5th sign Leo also suffers from grave problems. And when sign Leo suffers, that means 5th house also. because it is a significator for this house. So fifth house is suffering, sign Leo is suffering, Sun is badly placed, Saturn is weak, and Rahu and Jupiter are in close conjunction. So that is something, recipe for disaster of emotional health, which caused the prime problem in his chart. He has a strong moon, so profession wise he earns well and is doing okay. And his ascendant lord is also in seventh house, so he has a very strong affinity for his partners, but he has been cheated, like 12th lord sitting in fifth house, he had felt that. So let's see. So in such cases, very prolonged remedies and strong remedies along with wearing of kavach is necessary for Rahu, Ketu and Mercury to help. Now he is doing remedies for past many months. Now let's see another chart. This chart has been included to impress upon the importance of Lord of Ascendant. Lord of Ascendant, besides ruling health, it rules other areas in all facets of life, the performance of the person, because it is first house, it is a personality. First house is a Kendra and a trine house as well, so it has a special importance. In this chart, if you see Lord of Ascendant Mars is in the 8th house. Some people may say that it is placed in its own sign, Scorpio. But here, placement in Scorpio is not very important. Placement of Mars in 8th house is bringing down its strength. And it is placed at 29 degrees and 56 minutes. So it is very weak. It is weak on multiple accounts. Degree-wise strength is just 5%. And that also gets reduced by half when it is placed in a malefic house. So this is the chart of a girl. So she has a very weak personality, very poor eyesight, small height, and a stunted growth kind of personality. And if you see the combinations of relationships in her chart, they are like sun. Sun is placed, fifth lord is in the debilitation in 7th house, but makes her emotional. And 7th lord is placed in the 6th house, which is debilitated Venus. So she had many relationships, multiple relationships, and could not enjoy those relationships. She always had fights and had to move away. If you see 9th lord, the lord of fortune is also placed in the 6th house, and 11th lord of friends is also placed in the 6th house. And Venus, being weak, debilitated, badly placed, and also suffers from very close affliction of Ketu from the 10th house. And Rahu Ketu have around 20-25% influence on the houses also. So she has a very weak personality because of the utter weakness of Lord of Ascendant. This chart has been included for that only. Exchange of 6th and 7th lord, 3 planets in conflicts. So emotional sufferings are there, relationships are not stable. Let's see another example. This is the chart of a male. This is a typical chart. Virgo rises in the ascendant. Virgo has 5 malefic planets and 4 benefic planets. Here, malefic planets are creating very close affliction. The chief complaint of this person is anger. He has a very hot temperament. He can fight with anybody, and if he is sitting alone, he can fight with walls. The major points in this chart are he is married, has a child, but his wife left him in December 2019 with after some strong disagreements in the family. At that time, Rahu Ketu axis were stationary on his Venus, natal Venus. Sixth Lord Saturn is on MEP of fourth house. At that time, transit Saturn and transit Ketu were in Sagittarius, and they were stationary on around 23 degrees. So which was afflicting the fourth house of family. He is otherwise purports to be a very religious person. Now, if you see the anger part is denoted by the Mars. Mars is in the fifth house, exalted, but of 29 degrees. And Ketu from the ascendant afflicts it closely. So, very hot-headed person, Mars sitting in the house, fifth house, and is closely afflicted by fiery planet. Mars itself is a fiery planet, and Ketu also adds fuel to the fire. So Ketu afflicts Mars very closely. So that is the reason for anger in the chart, extreme anger. And marital discord, reason for marital discord is the natal placement of Jupiter. The Lord of fourth house is in the sixth house. So that combines the results of sixth and fourth house. The family, mental peace, domestic harmony, cohesiveness goes to the disputes. And if you see future of this relationship, the relationship stability of a relationship or longevity of a relationship is governed by 8th and 12th houses also. Here both planet houses contain Mul Trikona signs. Like Mars is the lord of marital tie, 8th lord, and it is very weak and in the affliction, under the affliction of Ketu. Sun is the significator of 12th house, bed comforts, like staying together, physically staying together of a couple, married couple. That is at 29 degrees and debilitated in Libra. The good thing in his chart is the strength of second lord, Venus, strong in Libra. So he belongs to a good family. His parents have wealth. They got him into business, but he could not do that with zeal. And he was a laid back person because Mars is weak and Ketu is afflicted. He is a very lazy kind of personality. And Saturn is also the house of Lord of Disputes, is placed in the house of initiatives. So he is angry temperament and has a propensity to create issues, which if the other person is not listening, then fights are there. So the utter weakness of Sun shows that relationship might not survive. Let's see another chart. This chart is of a lady. This chart is included for the inordinately delay in marriage. Here you see the fourth house lord. Fourth house lord is Saturn, and fourth house is occupied by Mars, which is a malefic planet ruling sixth house. Lord of fourth house is very weak. Whenever fourth house contains Mul Trikona sign, the lord of that house, strength of that house is very important for timing of marriage, timeliness of marriage, whether the marriage will be at right time, family will start at the right time or not. The fourth house gives that, if at all it contains Mul Trikona sign, like in this case. And the 12th house lord, Venus, is in the fifth house, like we saw in earlier chart where anxiety was there, but at that time Mercury was afflicting fifth. Here Venus is not afflicting fifth house, but Venus itself, the staying together of couple, is afflicted by Ketu. So that is also an additional supplementary combination for delay in marriage. Weakness of Saturn, then exact affliction to the 12th lord, Venus. And second lord, Jupiter, is placed in the 8th house. So that also is a weak planet. So all factors signifying marriage are weak, quite weak. So in D9 also Virgo rises and Mercury, the lord of D9, is in the 12th house. So remedies were advised of both strengthening and propitiatory remedies, which she religiously did since moon subperiod. And in Mars subperiod, no good proposals were there. But in Rahu subperiod, as soon as it started, remedies were already continuing for about a year. So marriage got finalized and the engagement was done in August 2019. So let's see the next chart. Next chart is chart of a student. He was studying at that time when his father consulted in 12th standard and was about to appear for entrance exams. So one of the traditional astrologers inculcated a fear in his father's mind that Saturn's transit in ascendant. Saturn transited his ascendant on 26th of January when Saturn came from 12th house to ascendant Capricorn would be very bad as it would be with natal Venus. Like his natal Venus is placed in the ascendant. So when transit Saturn comes here, that is the recipe for disaster. And he will not be able to secure good admission and good college for doing further studies. So he consulted me. And I told him that both Venus and Saturn are his benefic planets. And when at the time of appearing in entrance exam, Venus main period and Venus sub period would be running. And Venus is very strong in his chart. So I said, rest assured, he will definitely get good admission in a reputed college. And you should propitiate Rahu, Ketu, Sun and Jupiter because these are malefics and they are slow moving. Last year also they had Saturn was transiting his 12th house, so he had many bouts of ill health and lack of concentration also. So they were worried. So as soon as Saturn transited the ascendant, things fell in place, and I'm happy to say that he got admission in one of the reputed colleges of Delhi College of Engineering. So here the strength of sub-period and main period lord and transit of Saturn in a good house played the trick for him. And the fear which was inculcated by astrologer that Saturn along with Venus would give very poor results was totally unfounded. Let's see the other chart. This chart also has been included to demonstrate the impact of planets causing delay in marriage. Here you see 4th house contains Moon Trikona sign as we saw in the earlier chart. So timing of marriage, study the strength of 4th house lord. Here 4th house lord is Moon and it is in exact conjunction with Ketu. So that is the primary cause and primary reason for delay in marriage. If you see the 7th house lord Venus is well placed in Leo, giving connection of emotions and spouse, but the lord of 5th house Sun is under the affliction of Mercury in the 6th house. So strength of Venus is poor. It is compromised by the infancy and the affliction of its dispositor. So these combinations resulted in inordinate delay, and also the Rahu Ketu axis is also afflicting the MEPs of houses. And in Navamsa also Virgo rises and Mercury, the lord of Navamsa, which is additional determinant of marriage, is in the 8th house. So that is weak. So remedies were performed by the parents and the person religiously, and she got married on 21st of November last year, that is 2019. And in sub periods of Moon and Mars, she went abroad. Like Moon, the lord of 4th house, when it is strong, well placed, it keeps you, holds you and connects you with motherland. And when it is disturbed, it takes you away from the motherland. Like in this case, it is away from, it took her away from the motherland and she went abroad. So let's see the next chart. Here also, this is chart for delay in marriage. Here, if you see prime determinants, second house, fourth house, and seventh house. Fourth house lord for timing. Fourth house lord is Mercury. It is combust, debilitated, and seventh lord Jupiter is at 0 degrees. Its dispositor Mars is badly placed in sixth house. Fifth house lord Venus is exalted, but it is in nodal conjunction with Rahu. Fourth lord is in infancy, as I already told, Mercury. Here both remedies, strengthening and propitiatory remedies were advised, and after doing it for about a year, the marriage got solemnized in December 2019. So if you see in such weak charts also, remedies, if a person is persists and does the remedies faithfully, sincerely, he or she gets benefit. Next chart. In this chart has been included because in Pisces ascendant charts, you find very few charts which are very good and people are doing very well in life. Because if you take a sample, most of the Pisceans have difficult lives. In this chart, if you see, 4 planets are in their own Multrikona sign. Jupiter is in Sagittarius, strong. Mercury is in Virgo. Sun is in Leo. Venus, Moon is in Cancer. And Mars and Venus and Moon are all together placed in Cancer. Venus causes some affliction, but afflictions are mild, and this boy is under the protection of remedies for many years, more than 10 years now. So he has done very well right from the class 5th or 6th. His parents are doing remedies. He's wearing kavach and everything. He did really well. He got a very good job in IT sector. And on top of that, the parents are so happy that they never expected him to do such good at such a young age in life. This is one of the examples in their family. Now this chart, here this chart is included for the contrasting aspects. Profession wise, this chart is very good, and marriage wise, the relationship factors are very poor in this chart. It's a Aries rising. The relationships and marriage, if you want to see, you will see 2nd, 4th, 7th house, but here only 4th and 7th house have Multrikona sign. So see the moon, timing of marriage. Here moon, in this chart, moon is in the 8th house and debilitated. When moon is debilitated as well as badly placed, that is a very bad combination. The gender significations of such moon suffer a lot, and the house significations also take the impact of the weakness. So it is inordinately delayed, and the lord of 7th house is also placed in the 6th house. So conflicts and delays are there. 3 planets, important 3 planets are in debilitation, which all deal with the relationship and family issues. 5th lord in 7th house, debilitated sun. 4th lord in 8th house, debilitated moon. 7th lord in 6th house, debilitated Venus. So he has been trying for a while, got engaged, but then it fizzled out after about 6-7 months. The marriage got annulled. Well, the preparations were at the last stage, but the things are things did not materialize even after commitment. But if you see the planets ruling profession, they are good. The placement of Saturn, 11th lord, income wise, he is doing very well. He has been traveling a lot. He has his professional graph is very good. The 9th lord in the second house. So professionally, he is doing well, but relationship wise, things are lagging. So let's see another chart. In this chart, the impact of this chart otherwise is the main point which I wanted to demonstrate in the conference was that this chart is included for the when utterly weak planets are badly placed. So those are a source of continuous trouble. This person, the second lord is in the 8th house, 6th house in Scorpio, is debilitated. So status, professional status, family status, relationship with spouse is very bad. He has been behind bars many times. He has failed on his financial commitments and had to sell many properties to save face. 7th lord Jupiter is in the 8th house, so he did some business in partnership, so that partners cheated him and he suffered a huge loss. Lord of 9th house, which is the ultimate sheet anchor of the chart. If Lord of 9th house is strong, it takes care of many afflictions in the chart. But here that planet is at 0 degrees 0 minutes in 8th house, though in Capricorn, but still it is very weak. So I have been observing this person for past 5, 6, 7 years. He has not been able to come out of the miseries. One after another, sub periods of bad planets were there, and now Saturn has gone to 8th house in transits. But since Jupiter is debilitated and in such a weak house, he doesn't follow remedies at all. So that is the reason of continued problems. Right. So we will see some more issues, discuss some more issues, FAQs in the fourth part of the presentation. Thank you.